Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Shri Krishna's wisdom on life, relationships, and inner peace. Shri Krishna teaches us that when giving, we should do so thoughtfully. Reality often reveals that many people claim to be our own only in words. If you truly wish to grow, learn to embrace solitude. Being alone sometimes provides a solace that neither people nor relationships can offer. This world is a stage where everyone plays multiple roles. Sweet words do not always reflect the truth. Only an individual knows what lies in their own heart. Trust others, but with caution, for often, those who appear closest to us can cause the deepest pain. We are not betrayed by people, but by our own expectations. We wish for the world to align with our desires, but reality seldom meets our expectations. Silence can be deceptive. At times it signifies wisdom, and at others, helplessness. But it always brings peace. Throughout life, we encounter many individuals. Some uplift us, while others pull us down. The difference lies in that those who help us live in our minds, while those who hurt us linger in our hearts. Money can buy a bed, but not sleep. It can provide good food, but not true satisfaction. It can offer fine clothing, but not beauty. The most valuable things in life, air, water, peace, and genuine laughter, are free, yet we often take them for granted. Experience imparts lessons that books cannot, and only through our mistakes do we begin to grasp life's true meaning. The parable of 3 friends. A man had 3 friends. The first friend he met daily. The second he loved dearly but met only occasionally. The third he barely saw once a month. One day he was taken to court and required a witness to testify on his behalf. He approached his first friend, who refused to take even a single step with him. Disheartened, he turned to his second friend, who agreed to accompany him to the courthouse but refused to testify. Finally, he sought out his third friend, who, despite their infrequent meetings, stood by him, testified, and proved his innocence. This parable reveals a deeper truth. The first friend represents wealth, which never truly accompanies us. The second symbolizes relatives, who support us to a point but cannot always stand by us. The third embodies God's love and good deeds, which remain with us in our most difficult moments. True friends are those who not only stand by us in tough times, but also uplift us. Do not fear the darkness, for stars shine only in the night. Lessons from life. No one wishes to fall, yet circumstances and people may bring us down. True success lies in rising again after a fall. Those who master the art of solitude are the happiest. They engage in self-reflection and inner conversation. Thoughtful words, a calm mind, and patience are the foundations of a healthy body and a joyful life. Silence holds power, and the fruits of patience are always sweet. Life's harsh experiences teach us that the truth of relationships can only be realized through personal experience. The crowd does not define goodness, for good people do not follow the crowd, and those lost in the crowd are not always good. If life had a delete button, many people and moments would be erased. Without wealth, relationships can be counted on fingers, but with money, they fill entire diaries. Inner peace and self-reliance. Shri Krishna reminds us that peace is within us, not in the external world. Take time to understand yourself, for the greatest happiness comes from inner harmony. Do not depend on others. Forge your own path with self-confidence and good deeds. Time changes all circumstances. Why waste energy on things beyond our control? Everyone experiences moments of weakness, but success brings people to our side. People do not change. Only their distances and priorities do. A little emptiness is necessary in life. It allows us to recognize ourselves. If a person possesses the courage to accept their flaws and the will to improve, they can achieve anything. Helping others does not require wealth, only kindness and willingness. Avoid setting high expectations, for they lead to disappointment. A great person is one who stands by you in adversity, not just in prosperity. If you cannot do good for someone, at least refrain from causing harm. This world may seem fragile, but its creator is not weak. Understanding life's truth is not difficult. Measure yourself by the same standards you use for others. If your intentions are pure, the opinions of others do not matter. Shri Krishna teaches us that true wealth is peace, and the greatest mistake is forgetting God after realizing oneself. Time moves forward, as do we. Do not be troubled by false accusations. Just as the sun and moon face eclipses, every great soul faces trials. In history, those who cannot be matched are often defamed. Every individual has unique abilities, but not everything is possible for everyone. It is difficult to remain innocent, but our responsibility is to remain true to ourselves. Those who do not value relationships fail to grasp life's deeper meaning. The world is bound by its habits, but true peace lies in breaking free from them. If something is meant for you, it will come. So why worry? Instead of stressing over things beyond our control, it is wiser to focus on what we can change. Those who truly feel pain develop wisdom, and those with understanding value relationships. Loving someone more than yourself comes with the burden of pain. Life reflects what you give, whether love or betrayal. Those who possess nothing are often the happiest, while those who have everything are consumed by jealousy, robbing others of their joy. A smile enhances beauty, yet instead of embracing this, people waste time in pretense. Shri Krishna teaches us that faces may fade, but words are remembered forever. When your identity is built on good deeds, that is your true legacy. The world has a habit of praising you in your presence and criticizing you behind your back. Therefore, it is better to remain detached from the illusion of success. People change with time. When you rise, they admire you. When you fall, they abandon you. Some memories never fade, and some thoughts echo in our hearts forever. The heart should be large, for empty vessels make the most noise. Hurting someone leaves a permanent scar. Our thoughts are like water. If polluted, they turn into a drain. If fragrant, they become sacred like the Ganga. True relationships and the nature of the world. Do not make yourself too easily accessible, for people may take you for granted. True relationships often leave you alone when you need them the most. Life is a spectacle, and ironically, those closest to us cause the deepest wounds. God views everyone equally and resides within those who worship Him with love. Just as it is unfair to blame thorns when we step on them, it is our responsibility to navigate life carefully. A sweet talker is not necessarily a good person. Often, those with kind words have hidden agendas. We are all made of clay and will return to it. We enter this world crying and we leave it the same way. No matter how good you are, not everyone will be pleased with you. That is the strange reality of life. The more we try to untangle ourselves, the more entangled we become. Life is not a fixed path. It must be nurtured and beautified every day. Do not dwell on how life is. Cherish what has passed, for it was beautiful. If worries about tomorrow overshadow today, even the strongest resolve will weaken. The power of perspective and self-worth. A wise person learns from mistakes and moves forward with renewed strength. Many people pretend to be weak just to gain sympathy and feel important. True success comes from expecting less from others and understanding oneself. Loyalty is rare, and those who receive it in return are truly fortunate. Do not hate those who envy you. Jealousy is proof that you are better than them. Nothing in life is permanent. What exists today may not be there tomorrow, so cherish every moment and keep expectations low. A person with a pure heart finds success in all their endeavors. Today, love, knowledge, and respect are scarce because everyone wants to take, but few wish to give. True happiness lies in refining one's character and guiding one's mind in the right direction. Shri Krishna reminds us never to underestimate our efforts. When nature gives something, it also takes something away. We must value each breath we take. Love is not just spoken, it is built on trust. Every moment of life is precious. Some people are punished not for their failures, but by the success of others. The key to inner peace and true strength. If water is clean, it reflects everything clearly. Similarly, when words are pure, Character shines bright like the sun. Every morning brings new light. An intelligent person remains silent out of wisdom, while a fool mistakes it for fear. Pain and fear exist within us, but if we break free from our self-imposed cages, we can achieve victory. Today's hard work is the foundation of tomorrow's happiness. Time teaches that most people only care about their own lives. Self-respect and self-esteem define our humanity. Just as birds teach their young to fly, we must empower ourselves in every situation. The fragrance of sandalwood is unique, whereas other woods are merely fuel for fire. When times change, even our closest people may turn into strangers. The true strength of relationships is not in words, but in standing together during difficult times. Instead of raising your voice, cultivate a personality that compels people to listen. To succeed in life, one must dive in. No one becomes a diver by staying on the shore. Some relationships are gifts from God, bringing light into our lives. A pure heart sustains long-lasting bonds. Shri Krishna teaches us that when we accept people with sincerity, they love us in return. Like a candle, life burns. Understand its significance while it lasts. The truth of life is often realized only after we experience loss. The difference between life and death is just a breath. People fight as long as they have hope for love. When hope fades, so does the fight. Speaking the truth is often misunderstood because truth is hard to accept. People change. Let them. Wait for the right time. When tempted to hurt someone with words, remember that those same words can come back to you. The three kinds of people in life. Those who support us in times of need. Those who leave us in difficulties. Those who join us only when convenient. These three kinds of people shape our experiences. We must always remember that the blessings and values of our elders are the roots of our lives. They should be nurtured and honored. Whatever the situation, have the courage to handle yourself and move forward. There is no universal measure for problems. Some people are unhappy simply because others look happy. Everyone's circumstances are different, so choose your company wisely, for it deeply influences your life. Final words of wisdom. First, learn to believe in yourself. Your inner strength is greater than any obstacle. Adapt to time, or have the courage to change it. Instead of crying over helplessness, face challenges head-on. That is true progress. Shri Krishna says that appearances hold no significance. God always sees the purity of intentions. Do not hurt anyone's heart, for even an apology cannot fully heal a wound once inflicted. True worship and genuine goodness manifest when we cultivate love and respect in the hearts of those around us. When we give someone our time, that moment becomes a part of our lives. At times, we form deep attachments with people whose presence helps us navigate life's difficulties. However, frequent anger or irritation is not a solution to any problem. If someone continuously troubles us, the best course of action is to reduce their significance in our lives. Time teaches us that nothing is permanent. After experiencing betrayal, trusting again becomes difficult. Yet, we must remember that it is our responsibility to create happiness in our lives. Hard work and perseverance are the true keys to success. If anger resides in your heart for too long, it leaves deep wounds. Not everyone is trustworthy. Some relationships are divine gifts, guiding us toward the right path. Dreams only materialize when backed by faith and effort. If you believe in your hard work, no obstacle can stand in your way. In today's world, where the population is growing, loneliness is also increasing. Shri Krishna teaches that the difference between a deity and a fakir is akin to the gap between fate and destiny. If we don't receive something we desire, it is because something even better is written in our destiny. Life's true test is faced by those who not only endure hardships, but also support others in overcoming their struggles. Such individuals often remain silent, leading people to mistake their silence for weakness. However, there is immense power hidden within silence, one that requires deep thought and patience to understand. The essence of true relationships and wisdom. Build relationships on truth, so you never have to resort to lies. Enjoy life, but do not let your happiness remain entangled in constant struggles. People are not always bad. Sometimes circumstances shape their actions. Everyone's courage differs. Some succumb to difficulties, while others emerge stronger through struggle. Time is invaluable. Words spoken too soon and actions taken prematurely often prove futile. If someone is upset with you, make an earnest effort to reconcile. However, if someone consistently brings negativity into your life, maintaining distance is sometimes the best choice. Dwelling on the past prevents us from embracing the present. If you keep waiting for the perfect moment, the precious moments of life will slip away. Those who dare to embark on a journey eventually reach their destination. The only requirement is the courage to take the first step. Instead of relying on others, we must learn to shape our own path. If you are truthful, you do not need to prove yourself. Time will unveil the truth on its own. Many people, instead of apologizing for their mistakes, attempt to shift the blame onto others. However, difficult experiences, though painful, eventually lead us to wisdom. Never lose hope. Even rivers that originate from mountains find their way to the sea without obstruction. There is no greater loss than misunderstanding someone. While not everyone can perceive the traps of hatred, greed, and ignorance, the path of hope always emerges through persistence, the strength of character, and inner growth. Changing one's mindset may be difficult, but it is never impossible. True success comes from walking the path that reflects your determination. Learn to distinguish between friends and foes. Even in the Mahabharata, betrayals came from within. Even if you are good, people may try to tarnish your name. If you are bad, you will simply remain unnoticed. People who speak bitter truths are better than those who offer false comfort. Shri Krishna teaches us to use time as a balm to heal others' wounds. While defeat is inevitable at some point in life, the true lesson lies in learning how to live before we face death. Holding resentment against others serves no purpose. When we are on the right path, there is no need to bow before anyone. Ironically, the people who steal our smiles are often the very ones to whom we confess our love and importance. In trying to keep others happy, we sometimes forget to tend to our own hearts. Do not lose yourself in the pursuit of pleasing others. True relationships are built with sincerity, not just expectations. Many times we find ourselves emerging from hardships as though some unseen force has been guiding and protecting us. That force, which we cannot see but deeply feel, is what we call God. Shri Krishna teaches that relationships are not merely a source of happiness, but an opportunity to recognize our own shortcomings and improve ourselves. Love and relationships require continuous effort and understanding. The nature of love and self-realization. When love fades, relationships begin to feel burdensome. Soft-hearted individuals are not weak. They simply strive to understand the world with a pure heart. Forgiveness is a sign of inner strength, not weakness. True relationships are built with those who stand by you through every phase of life. When you walk with truth, the criticisms of the world cannot break you. True love is priceless. It comes from the heart, free from selfish motives. People often fail to understand your struggles due to their own self-interest. The same individuals who dismiss your pain may later perceive your hardships as weakness. However, if you truly understand yourself, you owe no explanations to anyone. One day, the truth will reveal itself. Time changes, circumstances shift, but when your intentions are right, the path forward becomes clear on its own. The strength of silence, relationships, and the wisdom of Shri Krishna. An eclipse occurs when a third entity comes between two. Similarly, when we recognize our inner strength, we realize that every problem in life has a solution. Every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. Our relationships may be influenced by circumstances, but how we handle them is in our hands. Recognizing our inner strength in difficult times and staying true to ourselves helps us identify genuine relationships. The greatest victory in life is understanding oneself. Shri Krishna teaches that the mind of a person is their true reflection. If the heart and mind are pure, one cannot engage in wrongdoing. When our thoughts are directed towards the right path, they guide us correctly. One of life's hardest truths is that our greatest mistakes often bring the most significant changes. When we act dishonestly, we blame others, but in reality, our weaknesses are our own responsibility. God's decisions are always right, even if we fail to understand them in the moment. Just as sorrows cannot be bought, neither can happiness. It cannot be taken from someone else. Some people leave us because we make them feel that our life is incomplete without them. But if our heart is pure, no sorrow can defeat us. Humanity fades when people take pleasure in others' pain. Silence is not a weakness, it is a strength. The world may know that you fear no one, yet you choose not to harm others. When worry becomes a habit, sorrow follows. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Time moves forward with such speed that it neither stops nor rewinds. As you progress, the world around you changes. Bad people can be forgiven, but it is difficult to walk alongside those who are deceitful. True devotion and the power of relationships. True devotees are never arrogant about their wisdom. Instead, they bow their heads before their guru and God. Do not believe hearsay, for everything has 3 sides: yours, theirs, and the truth. If your smile brightens someone's day, that is the greatest victory. If someone sheds tears for you, they are your true self. Some people break under adversity, while others rise and make history. Never lose hope. We never know what tomorrow holds for us. When we start living more for others than for ourselves, mental stress increases. Struggle is a part of life, but it is through struggle that we gain strength. Life teaches us that the world does not always offer an easy path. Challenges build resilience. Shri Krishna says that the real beauty of life lies in truth, not in appearances. Relationships deepen and strengthen only when nurtured from the heart. Just as a pen silently writes profound messages, a person is recognized by their actions and words. The essence of true happiness. Goodness is not limited to wealth alone. A small effort, made with sincerity and true intent, can bring about great change. Just as small raindrops form mighty rivers, small efforts leave a lasting impact. When we believe that everything happens according to God's will, even hardships cannot weaken us. Patience in adversity, kindness in prosperity, and gratitude in success can be achieved by focusing on what we have rather than what we lack. Relationships are built on trust, not just words. A meaningful relationship is one that is not only maintained through effort, but also felt deeply. The company we keep shapes us. Even waste becomes valuable at a goldsmith shop. Sometimes remaining a stranger is better, as the greatest wounds often come from those we trust the most. I have realized that it is wiser to make silence my strength rather than engage in arguments. People may perceive silence as weakness, but in reality, it is the greatest strength. When your value in a relationship diminishes, it is better to walk away. Trust is the foundation of every relationship. When trust is broken, the relationship ceases to exist. Shri Krishna teaches that true happiness and contentment are found in selfless relationships. The presence of elders in a home brings peace and guidance. Understanding life's lessons. If wishes go unfulfilled, even deities are replaced. Such is the reality of life. The difference between a true friend and a storm is only realized after the storm has passed. A mind filled with ego may appear strong, but it remains lonely in the end. What is gained by mistake eventually returns to its rightful owner. Those who live with guilt understand that true happiness lies in simplicity. Happiness is not in material wealth, but in contentment. Some things once lost never return, while others come back for a reason, whether good or bad. Once a person's selfish motives are fulfilled, they create distance. In such moments, true happiness is found in understanding others rather than taking everything to heart. Life is a journey we must walk alone, and through this journey, we learn the importance of inner strength. I too have lost much and been hurt by those I trusted, but these experiences have taught me to build my own strength. Honest relationships often break the most easily because surrendering is simple, but finding someone who values sincerity is rare. Some pains are easy to endure, but it is better to stand by the truth than to live a lie. The right path is often the difficult one, But that does not mean the easy path is the correct one. In relationships, caution is necessary, as a broken bond is seldom mended. The greatest gift one can give is help, especially when given selflessly. The reality of character and faith. A person's true character is revealed when intoxicated, whether by power, wealth, or ego. True education is that which teaches humanity. Knowledge is worthless without kindness. Luck favors those with strong willpower. Always ask God to be yours, for when He is with you, everything falls into place. Desires never bring contentment. Find happiness in what you already have. Keep smiling, for one day, even life will admire your resilience. Shri Krishna teaches that we change with time, but sometimes change makes it hard to recognize ourselves. Sharing our pain has become difficult because we have grown accustomed to hiding our wounds. History shows that those who become an inspiration to others are often the most criticized. However, the best company is that of those who walk their own path. Life does not stop for anyone. We must find ourselves in our solitude. This journey strengthens us. Truth is the most important element in relationships, yet many times we ruin them due to our own weaknesses. A person is never lost in a crowd. They are lost when they fail to recognize themselves in solitude. We once thought we would build a home for peace, but responsibilities turned us into wanderers. Understanding the difference between wealth and deception is not always easy. Avoid pride, for poverty and illness arrive without warning. The people you least expect to remember you are often the ones who cherish you the most. Time and life teach us that instead of trying to change others, it is better to change ourselves. Real love is often expressed in silence. When the heart breaks, we truly understand what we have lost and what we have gained. Change comes from within, but it takes time to recognize and accept it. Words do not just enter the ears, they touch the heart. Respect is not just about touching feet. It is also about paying attention, such as putting your phone aside when someone is speaking. Excessive love often leads to pain. Respect those who respect you, because bowing too much can diminish your self-worth. Every problem is like a red traffic light. If you wait patiently, it will turn green. Be patient, keep trying, and time will eventually change in your favor. Do not fear losing people. Rather, fear losing yourself in the process of trying to please others. Instead of being overly angry with someone, it is better to reduce their importance in your life. Trust given in haste and hope without effort often lead to disappointment. I endure pain in silence, and that is why I remain happy. When your success starts to disturb others, understand that you are on the right path. Only those who are connected to the heart can truly understand the value of relationships, the strength of relationships, and the power of silence. What is lost will not return, so value what you have. The foundation of strong relationships lies in mutual understanding and dedication. Dreams are easy to see, but achieving them takes a lifetime of effort. There are two things in life that are meant to break. A person dies once when their breath stops, but they die every moment when they lose a loved one. The true worth of relationships is only realized after they are lost, so cherish them while they last. The silence of those close to us often carries the deepest emotions. Handling oneself in every situation is the greatest strength one can possess. Mistakes can be forgiven, but intentionally hurting someone's heart cannot. Those who care for others more than themselves often find that no one is there to care for them. Sometimes it is better to hide pain, love, and anger rather than display them openly. Stop overthinking relationships and emotions. Those who truly care will always be there. Create your character based on your own principles, not for the approval of others. Being at the top in the eyes of the world often comes at a cost. To be happy in life, two strengths are essential: the power of patience, the power of understanding. Do not be deceived by appearances. No matter how beautiful a sword is, it still demands blood. Instead of seeking to conquer the world, strive to win hearts. Even Alexander left this world empty-handed after his conquests. The reality of success and hard work. Intentions and thoughts should always be good. Anyone can do good if they wish. Before calling someone fortunate, Look at the hard work behind their success. Half of the wealth of the rich is spent on proving they are rich. Everyone has a mind, but only a few have the courage to use it wisely. If the road ahead looks beautiful, question where it leads. But if the destination is beautiful, never worry about the path. Just keep moving forward. The rewards of hard work and the solutions to problems may take time, but they always come. Others may not know your weaknesses, but you must always be aware of them yourself. The people we meet daily may not truly know us, and those who truly know us may not be the ones we see every day. Shri Krishna says, "I am the creator of this universe, I nurture it, and I am the one who brings its end." If you focus on sadness, you will remain sad. If you focus on happiness, you will find happiness. Whatever you focus on becomes your reality. This is the law of nature. Decisions, sacrifices, and the pursuit of happiness. Never make a promise when you are happy, never answer in anger, and never make a decision in sadness. It is better to do your own work imperfectly than to do someone else's work perfectly. Learn when to accept, when to reject, and when to walk away from places where you are not valued. What is a human being? Just a puppet shaped by circumstances. There is no fixed road to happiness. Each person must create their own path. Those who understand this have already found the key to happiness. The more you sacrifice, the more you will achieve. Do not worry about what people will say. They will laugh at you on the first day, mock you on the second, and forget about you on the third. So focus on doing what makes you truly happy, because your life belongs to you, not to others. If someone praises you, do not let it make you arrogant. Remember, beneath the bridge of praise, a river of hidden motives often flows. Problems do not enter our lives without reason. Every challenge has a lesson hidden within it. Life, relationships, and the power of time. Their arrival serves as a reminder that we should focus on our own lives. Change begins within, and I strive to better myself. The best and worst thing about life is that it is temporary. With time, everyone realizes that whether days are good or bad, they will eventually pass. There are certain chapters in life that must be written today, or they will be lost tomorrow. What is the point of holding on to those who are not there for you today, even if it is for a lifetime? Stay alone if needed, but never force a relationship. In today's world, people are quick to ask, "What have you done for me?" Sometimes moving forward requires taking a step back. Respect and time are intriguing. Those you respect may not give you time, and those you give time to may not respect you. If something is not possible, be clear in your refusal. Do not keep people waiting unnecessarily. Some individuals, no matter how much love and respect you give them, will still betray you, because human nature cannot be changed. If someone does not want to stay, let them go. There is no peace in relationships that are maintained through silent suffering. It is not necessary to express love through grand gestures. Sometimes a kind word is enough to bring warmth into someone's life. True self-awareness comes from silence. People do not always respect us because we make them feel that we will always be there for them, allowing them to take advantage of us. Maintain relationships only with those who value and honor you. There is no point in increasing the crowd around you. Understanding life's lessons. Tears fall when the heart is hurt, but never intentionally hurt someone else's feelings. It is not people who return to you. It is your deeds. In today's world, no one truly belongs to you. People remain with you only as long as they have a need. When your existence or absence makes no difference, it is better to walk away. Time never stops. If you are facing bad times today, better days will come. Keep working selflessly. That is within your control. No matter how much suffering life brings, do not run from it. The more you endure, the stronger you become. Problems will never leave you alone, so face them bravely. Those who claim they do not have time actually have plenty of it. They simply choose not to give it to you. Understand that their heart is elsewhere. As painful as this realization may be, it will protect you from further disappointment. Do not beg for time from those who are unwilling to give it. Before speaking to someone, ask yourself, if these words were spoken to me, how would I feel? If you ever feel that someone close to you is indifferent to your struggles, look up at the sky. What truly belongs to you has always been yours and will always remain yours. Strength, trust, and divine justice. Even if you must help an enemy, do not hesitate. Revenge is the act of a weak heart. True strength lies in moving forward with dignity. Choose the path that reflects your values. Those who remain focused on their goals do not let the opinions of others distract them. People who dwell on others' words not only harm themselves, but also those around them. Never judge someone based on their present circumstances. Time changes, and with it, destiny changes as well. Time has the power to transform anyone's fate. Be honest in your words, for truth leads to clarity, while lies create distance. If you ever wish to test someone's true character, simply tell them, "I am in trouble," and observe their response. Stay calm. Whatever the situation, it will change. You never know. The person criticizing others may be hiding their own struggles. Faith, patience, and the ultimate truth. God finds joy in those who trust Him even through suffering. Your faith will be rewarded in due time. When someone endures oppression but continues to smile, Lord Krishna Himself ensures justice. For a person, only two things matter: fear of God, which prevents wrongdoing; faith in God, which ensures His blessings. The more we worry about someone, the less they seem to understand us. Problems in life increase with worry, diminish with silence, and disappear with patience and gratitude. Life is too short. Thank those who treat you well, and forgive with a smile those who do not. What is given from the heart is far more valuable than anything given by hand, and what is conveyed through silence is often more meaningful than words. Do not worry. The one who sent you into this world is taking care of you. In relationships, time is not enough. Understanding is equally important. Shri Krishna says, "Whom do you fear losing in this world when nothing truly belongs to you?" Stop worrying and rest. God is greater than all your troubles. No matter how flawed a person may be, there is always something to learn from them. Become like a bee. Collect the sweetness of qualities wherever you find them. Checking in on someone's well-being may not change their circumstances, but it reassures them that in this crowded world, they are not alone. If people with bad intentions could be changed through reasoning, Shri Krishna would never have allowed the Mahabharata to happen. Power of positive thinking, actions, and relationships. Stay so absorbed in positive thoughts that negative ones cannot even touch you. Keep helping others because nature follows a simple principle. The well from which others drink will never dry up. A person who changes their habits will change their future, while someone who refuses to change will continue to face the same challenges as before. We can truly appreciate what we have only when we recognize what we lack. Stop worrying. Remember, no one respects you without reason. So strive to be so successful that people will respect you even without it being earned. The most powerful person is not the one who achieves success, but the one who continues helping others despite being betrayed. When we start believing in God and take an active interest in resolving our problems, our troubles will stop consuming our attention. Stop trying to understand people, as they are often not what they appear to be. God can only show you the way. It is your responsibility to walk the path. If you choose not to walk it, blaming God becomes pointless. Sometimes people show arrogance, causing us to lose valuable relationships, while others lose their self-respect while trying to save relationships. Be a human being not just by name or appearance, but by heart, intellect, and wisdom. Regardless of the situation, do not let anger take control. Keep your mind calm, reflect, and then make decisions. Voice cannot suppress voice, but silence can. If you keep your mind calm, you will not only ease your suffering, but also find happiness. A truly great person is someone after whose presence no one should feel diminished. If you want to judge someone, judge them by their character, not their appearance. For gold is often hidden in an iron chest. Only those who criticize you with the intention of helping you have the right to do so. Time is a strange thing. If you flow with it, it can change your fate. But if you resist, it will change the destiny you thought was yours. The happiness you feel from understanding this is often the very reason for your sorrow. Those who surround themselves with negative people will surely stray from their true path. Love always seeks to apologize, while ego seeks to receive apologies. In this world, many actions are motivated by personal gain. To achieve success, one must align with divine blessings. A person can become whatever they wish by meditating with unwavering faith on their goal. It is not as difficult to make strangers your own as it is to keep your own people close. Maintaining relationships requires humility and genuine effort. Deceit and fraud were the foundation of the Mahabharata. If you cannot befriend someone, it is better not to be hostile towards them either. A person's life is determined by their actions. As their deeds are, so is their life. Conclusion. With that, the video ends here. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.